Okay. Yeah. Hi, everyone. We're live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube for all Big C social media accounts, as well as on Instagram. So this afternoon we will be talking about jobs of the future. So, Pao, please join us on Instagram. Please send me a request so you can be in the live as well. There. All right. There you go. Pakihinaan lang yung pakihinaan lang yung volume ng ng Instagram. Don't mute yourself, but pakihinaan mo siya to the lowest volume para hindi mag-feedback when you talk. And for instance, let's say when you're talking, when you're discussing later, I'm gonna mute myself. Ganun din. When I'm talking, please mute na lang yourself din. So, yeah. So, again, good afternoon, everyone. This is Big C Live, our Big C Live event every Thursdays. So, ano nga ba ang ina-expect natin every Thursday? We do lives on matters of financial literacy. So, but today it's very interesting kasi ito very especially during the time of this pandemic, ang dami talagang mga nagkaroon ng side hustles, ganyan. And today we will be talking about a very interesting aspect of careers. Hindi lang siya side hustle. In particular, it's not just let's say a career in general, but everything about jobs of the future. That's why our promos, our collaterals were actually talking about jobs of the future. So sige, may mga nakikita na ako saying hi, and yeah, hello. Welcome to Pixel Live. It's 17:07. Sorry, it's 6:07 p.m. I'm gonna siguro let's wait for 2 minutes, no? 2 more minutes for our friends and family to join. So, kung meron kayong mga kakilala, mga kamag-anak, mga friends, ayan. So, mga anyone actually who's actually very interested or very keen on having a career, another career, or a side hustle, this live is perfect for you. So sige, I'm giving you 2 minutes. Sorry, hindi ako makakapag-play ng music because it will be copyrighted and we cannot upload the video. So yeah, just share this live to your friends, to your families, and yeah, I'm also gonna try to join via my personal IG. Let's see if it works. Kasi ang dami ko usually questions and inquiries on, like, hey, do you know somebody who's looking for a ganito ganyan, a social media manager, an EA, or anything actually under the sun. And actually, I have so many friends. I have so many friends and people in my circle who are really competent. So talagang maasahan, kumbaga. And yeah, this live is actually for you. So let's see. I'm gonna try to go live via my I'm gonna try to go live too via my personal IG. Okay, there you go.
Yes.
Sa mouse. Okay, so, ayan. So, tapos na yung 2 minutes, no? So, I think we can start. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, and friends, ayan. So, medyo madami yata akong friends na nag-join dito sa live, no? So, hello, everyone. Sorry for the angle of the camera. I have like 5 cameras now. So, let's just listen to this live today. It's a very interesting one. But before going into the live itself, sige, um, meron pa rin kami sa live, I mean sa Bixi, no? We still have our promo. So please download the Bixi app. Once you're inside the Bixi app, makikita nyo yung hot deals on the top of the page. Sorry, I can show my phone because I'm using my phone for my IG. So there's hot deals and there's a banner there for an insurance package. When you click that, all you have to do is apply because that is for free. So free personal and accident insurance with, of course, very essential ngayon sa panahon ng pandemic kasi nakakatakot magpa-hospital or magpunta sa doctor physically for consultation. This insurance has rather unlimited telemedicine access. This insurance is of course by our partner UBX via its insurance platform which is Assured. So ayan, exciting topic. May mga nakikita na ako nagpo-post. Hello sa mga friends ko. Hi. Sorry for this angle, no. Okay naman. So, yeah. So, again, we have a free insurance promo going on inside the Pixie app. You can directly apply. Pagbukas nyo, pag-download nyo ng Pixie app, whether Google Play or via iOS, upon registration, the moment you go to the homepage, the first thing that you will see under Hot Deals is the free insurance. Just click it and click apply now. And I think that's it. You can apply. So that's for free. Nothing is charged. Kahit piso, wala po. So free yon. It's one of the partnerships that we got from our partner UBX via its insurance platform Assured. So as we go on with the live later, mababanggit ko din yan mamaya. So again, sige. Without further ado, I would like to introduce to you this afternoon's speaker. So I think if you're following Bixi on our social media pages, makikita ninyo yung mga nakita nyo na siguro yung what do you call this? The collaterals that we've been posting, and this is a very interesting job. It's called Jobs of the Future. So Matthew is our speaker today. Is a software engineer helping develop accelerates education to employment platform technology. So combining his love for blockchain and experience in teaching as one of Accelerate's previous data science instructors, he's currently developing Accelerate's first ever remote blockchain course, which aims to transition aspiring developers into the exciting and lucrative Web3 space. He graduated from the City University of Hong Kong with a bachelor's degree in computer science and was accepted to Georgia Tech's Master of Science in Computer Science program, but dropped out to focus on work in Accelerate as well as his other entrepreneurial ventures. So our very young speaker today, and by the way, he's also Pinoy for our Filipino audience. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, may mga gentlemen dito sa Bixi, no? Let's all welcome Mr. Matthew Bilo.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. Magandang gabi sa lahat.
Yeah, go lang.
Yep. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Nice. Yeah, I just wanted to say magandang gabi sa lahat. Thank you for the introduction. Yeah, it's great to be here to talk just about the jobs of the future. And for Accelerate, and I think for a lot of us, the future is really exciting. So. So I think we can go. Let's start. So what is it? What is this about the jobs of the future? I think it's important to start. Sorry, I'll be speaking mostly in English. I'll say I guess I grew up mostly in Hong Kong, so I'll try to add in some Tagalog in between. So when it comes to the jobs of the future, I think it's important to look like what's in demand now and what could be sustainable towards maybe the next 5 to 10 years. And in Accelerate, like Bill mentioned, we are an education to employment platform, so we kind of have an overview of what the demand is like and what the trends are when it comes to the jobs in the tech industry specifically. So I think the first job of the future that we have is software engineers. Essentially, I think it's a no-brainer. Pretty much everything that we do, talaga software lang talaga. So whether it be apps, even your phone, ginagamit mo din software. So, and we don't see this growth of software slowing down anytime soon. So definitely there will still be a demand for software engineers, and it's not just creating new apps. No, um, I think importante din yung maintenance ng mga software na currently that's live, that's online. Kailangan din yun, and that's also the job din ng software engineers. No, so that's like the first, I would say, job of the future. It's still high in demand now, and I think it will continue to be high in demand in the future. Siguro yung second job, siguro I'll also divide it into industry na lang din, or yung function, is yung data science and machine learning. So I think nowadays everyone is aware yung how important yung data is. I think if you're working in a company, um, it's not enough to make decisions based off yung feeling lang or hala. Kailangan talaga ng data to support yung mga decisions mo. So tinatawag natin dito is mga data-driven decisions, diba? So to kind of cope with that demand, to analyze data, we also think that data science and machine learning, especially, so machine learning, that's more of the AI part, um, magiging jobs of the future din yun. Kasi we're trying to uh, we're trying to shift the thinking, the decision making to the computer as well. So I'll say the third kumbaga function is UX design. So it's another job of the future that I think is very secure. Basically, it's kind of kumbaga in tandem sila with software engineers. Kung may demand ka for software engineers, kailangan may demand ka din for UX UI design. No? So sa mga di pa nakakaalam, UX UI, short yun for user experience and user interface. No? So basically, required pa rin yung mga UX UI designers, kasi I think yung question na lang is sino yung gumagamit ng mga software, di ba? And yung mga gumagamit ng software pa rin is yung mga tao. So with that, kailangan yung experience mo sa applications, dapat yung for example, dapat hindi mabagal, dapat maganda yung design. Lahat yon ay iniisip ng mga UX UI designers. No? So kailangan pa rin um, ng UX UI designers along with the software, right? So importante yun kasi otherwise, kahit maganda yung features, for example, ng software mo, pag hindi maganda yung design, walang gagamit. So UX UI design is very in demand in companies as well, as from what we can see. And siguro lastly, but definitely not the least, is blockchain. So I think yun yung buzzword nowadays. I think madaming tao is aware of that, pero they don't really kind of understand what um, what blockchain is. And so, um, kumbaga, yung blockchain is yun yung technology behind yung mga crypto tsaka yung mga NFTs. No? and and I think importante to understand like ano ba yung what is blockchain really, no? And um, this idea of blockchain, I think along with it yung concept of Web3 na rin is being uh, it's parang in tandem na din. Like when you talk about blockchain, you also usually you hear about like Web3 as well. So I think for that, to know more about Web3, blockchain, everything, I'll try to make it simple for everyone. So let's start with Web3 first. Um, so for Web3, I think it's important to understand first kung to understand what's Web2 first, because two is before three. So Web2 is the internet that we see now. So and the key difference between Web2 and Web3 is yung centralization nila. So what does that mean, yung centralization? So ibig sabihin lang is yung mga um, for example lang, yung data for example is controlled by yung mga big companies. So kasi madami silang users, and all of us, we all go to the same platforms. And so medyo centralized yung mga users. So because of that, parang masyadong malakas yung control ng mga platforms. Like for example, Facebook, IG, WhatsApp, lahat yun actually owned lang by one company, right? Meta. So very centralized, very powerful sila, too powerful. And because and more and more, a lot of people are becoming wary of this kumbaga, of this absolute control, this too much, this idea of organizations, like only few organizations having a lot of control. And so because of that, I think that's why the idea of decentralizing now, so basically moving away from um, the decentralization, that's what Web3 is. So Web3 is basically moving away from the centralization of Web2. Excuse me. So anong ibig sabihin nito? So basically yung data, so go back na lang to the previous example of data. Yung data is accessible not to all. It's not just accessible to the big companies. And yung control, it's the individuals na that control the network. Hindi lang yung platform, right? So that's Web3. And yung blockchain naman, how it relates to Web3 is, Web3 is made possible, actually. This idea of decentralization, naging posible siya because of blockchain. So ano nga ba yung blockchain? Okay, so um, in one sentence, I can define blockchain as a parang public ledger siya. So ledger is parang record of transactions. No? It's a public ledger that cannot be changed, na hindi nagbabago. So yun yung blockchain essentially, right? So because of this technology, naging posible to decentralize, and it allowed the cryptocurrencies and the NFTs of today to exist right now. And siguro, I think an interesting question maybe some of you might ask is, um, how is that gonna work? Kasi ang sinabi ko is it's a public record, no, of transactions. So bakit public? Di ba nagva-violate ng privacy yun pag public yung mga transactions? Like for example, if I paid somebody like $400, for example, makikita yun sa blockchain. Everyone can see it. Paano na yung privacy ko? No? And so that's the beauty actually of the blockchain technology is kahit na nakikita mo yung transaction details, you can see like how much was sent, yung yung sender and receiver, that's di mo makikita yung mga pangalan ng mga tao. Kasi because of blockchain technology and the various mechanisms behind it, naka-encode siya. So actually, like if you care to search it up, sa Google, um, to look up like a blockchain transaction, you will see meron dong dalawang field, sender, receiver, and ang makikita mo doon hindi pangalan, pero mga ano lang, mga random numbers and letters lang. So, napaprotect pa rin yung identity natin kahit public yung blockchain. Um, so, um, so yun yung like I said, yun yung beauty ng blockchain technology, right?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Sige. No, no, no. I thought you were done. You were supposed to say something pa.
Oh no, I'm okay though. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna turn my volumes up muna because I muted all my channels. Ayan. I'm also unmuted on IG. Ayan. So, yeah, so Matthew, you were talking about blockchain and Web3, no? So very interesting and very timely nga naman. So, as you know, Bixi is a fintech. It's a fintech. It's an app for women for financial literacy. So as you were mentioning kanina about blockchain, about Web3, for instance, of course I am I am a woman, no? How can I prepare myself for these jobs of the future that you mentioned? There's even data science. Yung mga kababaihan, no? How can they prepare themselves for these jobs of the future that you just mentioned? And siguro it would be nice if you could, mention some careers or jobs, especially for women in this digital age. So, kasi we have women watching now, and of course they'll be very interested with remote jobs. Hindi na kailangan ma-traffic. They don't have to be exposed outside. So, we would like to know as women how can we prepare and what are the careers that are ahead of us in this digital age.
Sure. Yeah. So I think in terms of preparing yourself, I can think of I can think of 4 steps now of how women specifically can prepare themselves for the jobs of the future, like what I mentioned. I think first step is yung mindset. Um, you need to prepare your mindset na and you realize that parang kaya mo to, like you realize that you can do this, right? Because these jobs that I've shared earlier, all of these are skills, and all in the technical field, pretty much all of these are skills, and skills can be learned. And so as long as you have a willingness to learn, you're able to do this, right? So I think that's the first step, I would say. Second step is, once you built up that kumbaga yung belief, is you choose which one you want to focus on, and then you commit to that. So konting sharing lang sa Accelerate, kasi we get a lot of feedback from companies, because a lot of companies hire from us, and they tell us what kind of talent that they want, right? That's one of the questions that we ask them. And more we see that the trend, especially in the tech industry, is they want more depth and expertise, right? So and the reason for that is because of the internet. Kasi sobrang accessible yung information. You can have a lot of shallow knowledge about everything, because everything is just a Google search away. So in terms of being kumbaga like a jack of all trades, it's very easy to do, because you can search it up. So you can search up everything. But what a lot of candidates lack, that we could see, is that they don't have the depth of knowledge and the expertise, kumbaga. So I would say that's why I say to commit to just one field. So for example, if you're once you've explored and you say, oh, like I really like to, I'm pretty artsy and I would want to go to UX UI design, then commit to that and don't try to veer into anything else, because that focus, it would really help increase your chances of success into making a career change into a tech job. So yeah, just don't fall into the trap just being this jack of all trades. Kasi sa isang field pa lang, like madami ka nang matututunan. So just stick to it, just focus on it, and eventually, um, it's more likely that you'll get a job. So your second step is to choose and commit. And I think third is to invest in your education, right? So after you see that this may be a good fit for you, this industry is now it's time to educate yourself. And again, going back to the internet, yun yung kagandahan ng internet is, yeah, madaming free resources dyan. You just need, yeah, konting persistence lang. And um, and yeah, you can actually self-learn quite effectively if you're very disciplined, you know? But I would say usually yung best approach, I would say, is um, you you look up programs that have siguro like online courses or things like that. Yeah, basically you look for structure, um, structured courses. Now my career opportunity element. So meaning that they train you hands-on na skills, hindi lang theory. More hands-on, less theory. Hands-on skills na kailangan mo talaga sa workplace. So um, I'll share then some siguro a few websites on siguro what our audience can check out, so that they can learn. So for software
Sige,
engineering,
okay, so wait lang, I'll interrupt you there kasi this is very interesting kasi personally I'm also interested in in checking out these online courses. So ladies and gentlemen, of course, if you're watching, I suggest if you have a pen and a paper right there, kuha na kayo because now Matthew is enumerating websites where you could check out these courses that he has been talking about. Now this could be availed of like are these for free or are these for a charge? Siguro i-mention mo na rin mamaya. So he will be mentioning, and of course we will rely on this list kasi Matthew is kumbaga is an expert in this field. He's actually a software engineer in Accelerate, which is an education to employment platform, and it's a global company which has been doing this. So again, get a pen and a paper, write down these websites that he will mention. So go ahead, Matthew.
sure, yeah, okay, thank you. So siguro I'll go again by function ulit. So first yung software engineering. So first website that I will recommend is yung tawag shecodes.io. So shecodes.io. So ang kagandahan sa kanya is made siya specifically actually for women. So you can see there madami ng success stories, from yeah, from chef to software engineer, from like musician to like web developer, like a lot of these things now. So if you're a woman and you want to learn code, I think, to be honest, there's no better place, I would say. um, and I think so, pero ang ano lang is it's paid. So like I said, I think that's why be prepared to invest, no, in your education. um, pero kung gusto niyo ng medyo or na free lang na pero may structure pa rin, I also recommend freecodecamp.org. So yun, medyo structured din siya pero completely free. So you can check that out for software engineering. For data science naman and machine learning, I think the best is datacamp.com. So ang kagandahan ulit is sa lahat ng mga websites na to, it's they have a career element to it. So it's basically you learn what you need to succeed in the workplace, in your future tech workplace. So data camp as well. Excuse me. Data camp as well. That's also very good. They have a lot of they're made specifically just for data courses, and so you can even choose like what kind of track that you want to go to. So it's very so you, again, it's all about focus, no? And then those tracks help you focus into a specific subject in data science itself. For UX design naman, um, there's uxcel.com, uxcel.com. So again, similarly, um, purely for UX design lang siya. And again, ang kagandahan din is there's this career element. So meron silang they work also like very similar to us. They work closely with companies that offer remote opportunities. Right. So um, it's a great website as well. And I guess lastly is blockchain. So siguro shameless plug na lang ako dito is actually we as Will mentioned, we are actually just released our first ever blockchain course that's also fully remote. So anywhere you are, you can take it as well. You can see it in our website. So accelerate.co/en. So XCCELERATE.co. And you can see there'll be a drop down there. The courses, it's the first one over there. It's the course is called Blockchain for Developers. So the reason why I'm kind of shameless plugging here is yung blockchain kasi is sobrang bagong pang field. So unlike software engineering, data science, UX design, medyo developed na sila. But for blockchains, sobrang bago yung technology. So honestly, when you look around, wala pang gaanong well-developed programs that are really dedicated to take you from learning to an actual job in blockchain. There's a lot of free programs sa blockchain, like I'll also mention that. And if you looking for free, is buildspace.so, for example, is a free parang program. Pero in terms of there you get to do hands-on projects, pero they lack a little bit on the theory side. So interviews, maybe you'll come out a little bit weaker. And in terms of the career support naman, ang kagandahan sa kanila is they have like remote jobs that they post in their to their community. Pero walang support naman, walang career support like CV review, interview prep, parang ganun. Pero so because of that, like I said, wala pang talagang well-developed programs, no. That's why us here in Accelerate, we 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 aim to provide that well-developed program. So we're not just aiming to educate, and help our students get experience, get and have projects in their portfolio. Pero we also really stress the career aspect of it. So we really try and make sure that you're prepared in the interviews, and like I said, yung mga technical interview prep. We have CV review, things like this, so that you can actually get a job. Hindi ka lang learn tapos you can't get, and but we actually help you try to find and get a job through our company network. No, and I also mentioned in regards to the curriculum, it's we also try to we give you a foundation, and then we give you just a really kind of like an open way to explore on your own, because it's a self-paced program. So By exploring on your own, you can go deeper on your own interests. So it's still structured, but in the right way, I would say. Um, so yeah, in terms of yun yung mga, I guess I could say, yung, mga websites that I can share.
All right. Sige, wait. 1 minute. I'll just turn on everything. Okay. So interesting. So again, ladies and gentlemen who are watching, who are tuned in into the Big C Live right now, Matthew just enumerated 5 of his top websites, no? Kung saan kayo makakakuha ng knowledge. So as you know, in Big C we provide you the knowledge network and tools. So this is the knowledge part. He actually enumerated 5 quality kumbaga, na websites where you could learn remotely. So actually itong aside from Accelerate, no, Matthew, which of course you belong to, I've been hearing she codes from my sister. Sabi niya, mag-take daw kami ng coding class because, you know, this is this is the world we live in now. And whether we like it or not, no, technology just, you know, the technology is very fast actually. And it's not gonna wait for us. So dapat, alam mo yun, kahit pa paano mag-cope up tayo. And so I was actually very interested in this live because for instance, professionally kasi I'm a lawyer. So, niisip ko, in the digital age, how am I gonna cope up digitally? So, paano ba namin i-digitize ang trabaho namin? So, this is actually a very interesting job kasi aside from the websites that you have been mentioning, which leads me to my next question, no? For you, what are some careers maybe, like, or jobs or heights, full-time careers, side hustles, you know, na remote, of course, kasi usong-uso ngayon ang remote job, especially within the past 2 years. What are the side hustles or, you know, full careers na remote work din, of course, na possibility under Web3, as you mentioned kanina?
Got it. Under Web3 specifically. Okay. I think so let's start sa basics, no. And I think yung talaga will never be out of demand. And I think I'll preface this by saying na ang kagandahan sa mga tech jobs, ng mga technical jobs is like uh, you could actually it's predisposed to remote work. Kasi ang kailangan mo lang talaga is laptop and internet connection. As long as you have those two, then you can work anywhere. So lahat ng mga fields na I touched upon, software engineer, data analyst, UX UI designer, blockchain developer, siguro yung mga roles na yon, all of them, they have, it's very, very possible for them to, if you target these jobs, that they have, that they are, you're able to do remote work. So, but I would say, yung, kumbaga talaga, yung in demand talaga is, I would say yung just mga programmers, I guess, in general. So, I think it goes back to you, because there'll always be demand, but that's why I think it's important that that as someone who wants to get into tech, you find your reason first of why you want to take up coding in the first place, right? So for example, I'll take Bill as an example. So like, let's say if I were a lawyer, um, and I want to learn coding, what is my, I'll ask myself, like, what is my reason for taking up coding, right? Because if I don't have a good enough reason, then I won't really able to make it like a side hustle, parang ganun. So um, I think it's important to find your a purpose behind the things that you're doing. I mean, just in general. And so, example, if I were a lawyer, let's say I like if I'm trying to find a reason of like why I would take up coding, is maybe, for example, I want to make my job as a lawyer easier, for example. So so then that's when I'll explore. So this is the fun part. Like you get to explore like how being a lawyer and like how coding can like help you, like how can it merge, you know. So actually, like for example, just off the top of my head, um, coding can help a lot because in automation, so automating different things. And so for example, if I'm typing up like a lot of defenses, for example, um, actually using AI, I can actually, instead of reading through a lot of like past cases, um, I could actually use technology, so kind of use optical recognition, so to scan the document, to turn it into a text document. Tapos, I can code something that can summarize that whole document, right? So now I have a reason to code, right? And now I'm more motivated to code. And so, um, yeah, I guess
Okay.
that's
Gusto ko yon. Hopefully, I will come up to that. I will reach that point, no? Because to be honest, in our job, talaga, that's what we do. Like read, and we all have these tons of materials. And I'm sure, no, even if like even if, for example, in my career, it's not really like a technical job. I'm sure in the future, that's also that's the path. Kasi lagi nating narinig ngayon. I think for 2022, or even 2021, all I've been hearing is like, oh, we're living in the metaverse and all. So yeah, I'm so glad, Matthew, that you have actually enumerated, careers that are available for women. Kasi let's be honest, in the past, ang mga pagiging engineer or software engineer or engineering in general, lagi naririnig natin na ay panglalaki lang yan. But of course, that's not true. Women could actually be software engineers, be data scientists, be ano pa ba yung mga iba't ibang tech jobs ngayon. So which leads me to my next point na naka-flash na yun sa screen natin. Sabi ng Big C, thanks for tuning in to our live event. We hope that you're learning a lot so far. So please don't forget to download the Big C app, because the next part that I will be mentioning, Matthew, mag-butt in ka lang ha. Kasi this jobs of the future is not just, us discussing, ano kaya yung mga possible na jobs of the future. But the most practical part of this conversation is that we actually have jobs available right now. And ang kagandahan nito, yung mga available right now na binigay ni Matthew yesterday, which are rather available exclusively inside the Big C app, are actually non-tech jobs. Hindi natin kailangan maging blockchain expert, or hindi natin kailangan maging data scientist bago natin bago tayo makapag-apply. So now, if you download, I hope you please download the Pixie app. I cannot just show you right now because I'm using my phone for this live, no. And when you download it, you go to community and you see a jobs board. So jobs board. So this is the jobs board will continue. I'm echoing now. Bill, you're echoing. What do I do? Let's see. Try natin. So sorry. Okay. So when you turn on the jobs board, when you click the jobs board, rather, okay na ba? And my friends are complaining that nag-echo na raw ako. So yeah, when you click on the jobs board, you can see the different jobs that are available right now. Ibig sabihin available, some people are actually looking, some companies rather are actually looking for people who are able and willing, and of course, syempre dapat match yung requirements dun sa job. So maybe Matthew, you want to say more about how siguro how would this education to employment program ng Accelerate
ay ma-relate natin sa mission and vision ni Big C. So, yeah, siguro, I don't know if kung paano mo sasabihin to our audience right now.
Sure. Yeah. So, it's and for us here in Accelerate, we have really big goals, and for us, it's not just about tech education. It's really about changing lives, and the way we do that is through this tech education. We give people like new careers and possibilities that they didn't think were possible. So um, that's why we really support Big C and their mission, because their role really is to empower women, and their mission is really to empower women financially. And um, in this day and age, really, for most people, for a lot of us, it's really all about um, a lot of the times, like our income is pretty much our primary source of income, rather, is our jobs. And we see constantly nowadays that it's always the tech industry that has usually the highest average of number of jobs. And a lot of people think, again, like Bill mentioned, especially women, they think that they can't reach these kinds of levels, but that's, like I said, that's completely not true. Like I said, all these technical skills, coding, blockchain, design, these are all skills, and skills can be learned, skills can be trained by anybody. And so, um, hopefully through the courses and through the platform that we're going to start to be offering to not just to our community, but also to Bixie's community as well. We're able to really help women, especially in the Philippines, to see that there's more opportunities, especially in tech. Like Will mentioned, the tech companies, they don't just look for tech people, right? Tech companies still need marketing. Tech companies still need like management. They still need operations. So there's still non-tech roles in the tech industry as well. So um, I would say to all those that are listening, and to those that think that this having a job in the tech industry, having these like high salaries is not possible. It's definitely possible, I would say. And Accelerate, hopefully, and in cooperation with Bixie, is making sure, ensuring that that is that happens for, especially for the women in the Philippines.
Ayan, give me 1 minute. I think I was disconnected in my personal personal IG. I'm just gonna connect one bit there. Okay. Ayan, I think I'm back.
Yep.
Okay, there. Uh, all right. So as you heard, gusto ko yung sinabi ni Matthew, no? He mentioned about we're not just making people na technologically advanced, but also we're changing lives. That's why with this Accelerate program, I will announce a more exciting part later. With this Accelerate program, hindi ka lang magiging competent with tech, but of course, definitely your life will change because educated ka na and you will be assured, tama no? Assured unemployment. Kasi tutulungan ka nila sa pag-ayos ng resume, etc., etc. And these are things that are not traditionally done. Kasi di ba pag graduate tayo ng university, sa college, we figure things on our own, like how do I prepare a resume? We ask our friends, we consult the internet, we see templates na pasok sa atin. So that's how we do it. But this
this education to employment program, it's actually very very different. At the same time, kumbaga parang it's a premium, course, no? So again, for those who just logged in, please download the Bixi app. As Matthew mentioned earlier, there are non-tech jobs. So hindi lang purely technical jobs yung mga nandito. There are non-tech jobs, and these jobs are already inside the Bixi app. So when you download it, register, first page, there's buttons below. You go to community and you just click the jobs board. Makikita nyo kaagad yun. That's actually the first icon ngayon kasi we just launched it the other day. So when you click jobs board, makikita nyo yung mga iba't ibang jobs doon, which is available exclusively via the Bixi app. So hindi lang yon. So now that as Matthew has mentioned, the first 50 CVs or resumes that we receive will get a chance to be part of the scholarship program that the Bixi and Accelerate is working on right now. Wherein pwede kayong makasama dun sa mga recipients ng scholarships from na education to employment. So ang galing, no? It's when we say scholarship, it's a full scholarship na hindi lang kayo mag-aaral, but at the same time, you will also be onboarded from education to employment. So this is a very, very, very good chance na I wish I had when I was starting with my career, no, when I graduated at the university. Siguro kung before my law school, kasi I also I graduated and then I worked before I went to law school, no. I hope this was available before, but now that it's available, please take part of it. Download the Bixi app, open the jobs board. Our community manager has been rallying those jobs starting yesterday. Nakapost na sila doon. These are positions na kayang-kaya niyong gawin. I think I even saw one which is HR. So, di ba? Definitely naman, hindi naman kailangan na hindi rocket science yung pagiging isang yung work. Kumbaga if you are an HR professional, you don't have to study blockchain muna before you could apply to that job. So I hope you take this opportunity not to just download the app, go to the jobs board, and I repeat again, still echoing. I'm very low now on my volume. Sorry, I'm gonna ayan. Mute ko muna si Matthew, no? Tingnan natin. Okay. So when you download the app, jobs board, and you send our CV, the details there, our community manager has placed the details where you can put your when you could send your resume rather, or your CVs. Nakalagay doon, may email doon. The first 50 CVs that we receive during this time, we of course you will see may mga iba-ibang pa kaming collaterals that will be posted after this live. Yung first 50 CVs na makikita natin doon, na matatanggap ni Bixi, we will qualify them and they will get a chance to be part of the scholarship program, which means scholarship ay full scholarship na education to employment na collaboration or partnership ni Bixi and Accelerate. So yeah, any last ayoko sabihin yung last words eh. Any final encouragement, Matthew, to our Bixi ladies, to our viewers tonight?
Sure. Yeah. Like I said, really, it is possible for everyone, you know, and there are these opportunities that we offer because we really truly believe, you know, that the viewers here, the Bixi women, that they are very, very talented people, and so with that talent, you know, I hope that you put that to good use. You know, take advantage of the opportunities that you have, and yeah, just believe that you can do it, because the opportunities are there, and it has been possible for so many other women in the world. So why not you?
Okay, sorry, meron akong konting lag. Ayan. Oo nga naman, I agree. Yeah, hi. Hi. Yeah, I agree. Sabi niya, there are so many opportunities grabbed by different people in the world. So why not you? So as my sister always tells me, you can actually do anything. Everything is possible. Don't limit yourself kung na wag mong sasabihin sa sarili mo na ay hindi ko siguro kaya to or hindi ko yan kaya, masyadong techie yan or masyadong ano to, masyadong mahirap. Give it a chance. Always, always, always give it a chance. Especially when you're very healthy, wala kang iniindang sakit, or anything actually. Please, I encourage you to just join, and this could be your dream job. This could be a full-time job. This could be this could be a side hustle. Na alam mo yung mga side hustles na yan, marami ka talaga. Kahit pa konti-konti yung hindi full-time compensation yan. If it's a side hustle, you can still actually earn from those things. So I'm encouraging you to participate in the Big C job fair. Wala pang expiration as of now, and even those who are looking for people to work with. For instance, if your company or if your side hustle actually needs marketing team or a marketer, a social media influencer, etc., an HR personnel, you can also post those vacancies in our jobs board. Ma-share ko lang kanina. I was actually interviewing during our lunchtime. I squeezed in siguro mga 30 minutes to interview naman mga interns. So and now they will be onboarded in Big C on Monday. So ganun kabilis, no? I interviewed them. It was an interesting interview. It was an excellent interview. They actually have learned about Big C now. They know the vision and mission of Big C, and they're starting as interns on Monday. So ganon, if you're interested, and nothing is stopping you. So again, download the Big C app, go to jobs board, post there. Kung wala yung hinahanap mong job, just post a question na, hey, do you know of a job that is looking for this and that? Kasi for instance, I'm an English teacher, or I'm a Japanese teacher, or I speak Spanish, anything. So just post there, and we will be continuously posting jobs in there. So again, as I mentioned, the first 50 CVs that we receive get a chance to be part of the scholarship recipients of the partnership between Big C and Accelerate. Na hindi lang siya basta-basta scholarship, it's an education to employment package. So I think that's it for the live tonight. Thank you so much, Matthew, for sharing your time, your insights about these jobs of the future. No, actually, iniisip ko kagabi, tama pa ba yung jobs of the future? Baka jobs of the present na to. So, but yeah, as we go along, kasi as we go along the way, we will, for sure, there will be more technological advances. And so it's really nice to be, to be acquainted with this job. So again, thank you so much. Don't forget to download the Big C app. And aside from the jobs board, the free insurance is still there. The moment you open the page, it's in the banner. Just click apply. You're not required to pay even a single peso. So again, thank you so much, Matthew. We hope to see you again next time. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, if you have more jobs, both tech and non-tech, just let us know, and we will post it in Big C. And yung mga mag-drop ng CVs nila will be part of the scholarship. Will get a chance to be part of the scholarship package between Big C and Accelerate. So thank you so much, Matthew. Thank you so much to everyone who's been tuning in tonight. Ayan, hello. Hello to my friends. I also joined via my personal IG tonight because lagi nga ako nakaka-receive ng mga inquiries on oy, do you know someone, or do you know a job na ganito? And to be honest, I also give jobs to my friends, hindi, and to respect their work, we actually they're compensated. So if you have any inquiry, just let me know. Just message Big C.
via Instagram, Facebook, ano pa ba, LinkedIn, whichever platform that you're most comfortable with. So again, thank you so much. It's almost the weekend. And yeah, thank you so much and see you in our next live event. Thank you, Matthew, and thank you to all the Pixie ladies. And of course, Pixie gentlemen, I'm sure there are men who are watching also tonight. Thank you and bye.
Thank you, Vel. Thank you, Big C.
Bye-bye.